joining me in the background. Great morning. Welcome to the Ultimate Planning Hour, where women coaches and entrepreneurs come to be educated, equipped, and empowered to plan your work and work your plans. Join me here on the Powerhouse in Motion campus every Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time to maximize each day, optimize your performance, and bring harmony to your life. Equipped, empowered, poised, and positioned to move those who are ready to move is my ultimate mission. I wake up every day determined to make a difference in my assigned place. You see, my purpose, my passion, and my focus is to take you from where you are to where you want to be. I am Pamela Lue-Hing, better known as Coach Pete with Powerhouse Unlimited LLC, and I offer coaching, personal, and leadership development to women who are early stage life and business coaches who are ready to package your brilliance, transform lives, coach with confidence, and build a life and business you love. So, welcome. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Happy Valentine's Day. Come on in here and please do share, comment, and start a watch party as we talk about giving yourself permission today. Giving yourself permission. And I guess you said, give yourself permission to do what, right? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm only going to be on here for a few minutes. So the first thing is giving yourself permission to forgive. Giving yourself permission to forgive. That's probably one of the most challenging things that we can do, right? Is to forgive, number one, ourselves, but also to forgive others, right? When they've wronged us, when they've said something that has not sit well with us, or they've hurt us in some kind of way. The hardest thing to do, one of the hardest things in life, I believe, is really forgiving. And the thing about forgiveness, and of course we've always heard, it's not about the other person, right? It's about us, right? So that we can be free of the shackles that hold us and keep us in bondage, because we are constantly giving that thing energy, right? And that's the whole premise behind that, is that we're giving that thing that does not serve us well energy. And by the way, we are streaming live on YouTube. We're streaming live on Facebook in the Life and Business Coach Campus, as well as Instagram. So I am excited this morning to be with you to talk about, giving ourselves permission. And so the first topic, of course, is forgive. And, that thing that holds us bondage when we don't forgive, it's like it's the energy, it's the negative energy. When we think about it, let's break it down, right? There's a physiological response to an emotion, whatever that emotion might be. If it's love, like today is a day of love, that's what we're talking about, giving ourselves permission, right? If it's love, we're feeling love, right? It's an emotion. We have a physiological response to that thing. If we're feeling anxious about something or fearful about something, we're having a physiological response to that thing, right? And then when we're angry, yes, we have a physiological response to anger, to resentment. And it's a choice, isn't it? It's a choice in terms of how we choose to perceive what has just been said or what has just been done. And so today, I'm coming to remind you to give yourself permission to forgive. Give yourself permission to release those things that don't serve you well. And so I coach coaches. And so coaches out there, not only am I saying this for you, but we also have to remind our clients to give themselves permission to move past that, whatever has wronged them, to forgive, so that they can be free to receive. Because if our energies are spent in harboring ill feelings, then there's no room to receive the blessings that God has for us, right? So we've got to stay open to the opportunities, open to what God has for us. And that's through forgiveness. And then number two, what else are we giving ourselves permission to do today? We're giving ourselves permission to believe. We're giving ourselves permission to believe. And I want to read something that I I read and I heard on actually yesterday. I was listening. I was doing some training with Coach Lisa Nichols, and she said this. And I don't know who, if she coined this or if she heard someone say this, but she says our destiny is equal to the people who hurt you and the new people you allow in your space. Isn't that something? So let's talk about that for just a moment. Our destiny is equal to the people who hurt you and the new people you allow in your space. So when we talk about belief and we also talk about forgiveness, what is it that we're choosing to believe about those people who have hurt us? What are we choosing to believe about the new people in our space? How are we managing that emotion, right? That choice to believe, that choice to forgive. How are we managing that? And just that thought alone, that our destiny, so where we're destined to go, is based upon those who hurt us and then the new people. So if we have control over those things, which we do, right? We have control over not how people hurt us or who hurt us. We don't have control over people hurting us because once it's done, it's done. But we can manage those things that don't serve us well. So if someone is not serving us well, then we know what to do with that, right? Not always easy, but we do know what to do with it. So we do have some control and we know how to set boundaries. That's what it's called. It's called setting boundaries. So I call you to action today and ask you, what boundaries are you setting today? If anyone has hurt you, if anyone has wronged you, have you gone to them and let them know that they've hurt you, number one? But then, how are we choosing to then move forward? How are we choosing to move forward in that relationship? Do we need to reposition that relationship? Or can we rebuild that relationship, right? So that is the first thing. And then the people that we choose to be in our lives, we have total control over that. Total control over who we allow in our space, the things that we listen to, the people with whom we engage. We have total control. So begin to envision your ideal life. Envision your ideal life and who do you already have that fits into that ideal life in your circle? Who do you have in your life that gives you energy, that believes in you, that encourages you to believe in yourself? And then who do we need to add to that circle, right? So that we can become our best selves. Who do we need to add to that circle? So in terms of giving ourselves permission, we've talked about giving ourselves permission to forgive. We've talked about giving ourselves permission to believe. And as the word tells us, as a man thinketh, so is he. And so we've got to make sure that we are guarding our gates. We guard our gates. We guard what we think. We guard what we say. We guard what we hear. We guard it because it's critical. The gates to our soul, the gates to our destiny. Our destiny lies in between those, again, the people who hurt us. Because how are we growing through that hurt? Are we choosing to grow through that hurt? Right? And then move past that hurt. And then begin to construct the circle that we want if we don't already have it. You know, and we also have to make sure that we are mindful. And I had this lesson this morning because I have some phenomenal people in my circle. I've been blessed, y'all. I just must say, I've been blessed with some incredible people in my circle. And I'm so thankful. And if you're here this morning, say hello to me. Say hello. Drop in, say hello in comments. I have been blessed with some wonderful people, some powerful people, people who have literally shifted the trajectory of my life, right? Who have just blessed me so much in so many different ways. But I have to be mindful because sometimes, transparent moment, on this Monday, February 14th of 2022, I fall into that comparison game, right? I am not where they are. I wish I could do more of what they've done. Yeah, I'm guilty. I am guilty. I'm guilty. I wish I could have made some different choices to be where they are, or whatever the case may be. All that banter. Well, maybe I'm just talking to myself this morning. Perhaps it's just me. If it's you and you want to join me in this conversation, come on and join me. Maybe you can identify. But that's me. That's been me. But the sign of maturity is when we can say, we have that thought, right? And it's not that we're envious, it's not that we're jealous, it's just that, wow, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing, right? And the sign of maturity is this: when we can say, cancel, 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 cancel. I have been blessed. What I have so much to be grateful for. And I've done so much to make positive impacts in people's lives. So why am I sitting here getting into my feelings about what I've not done? Let me be grateful for where I am right now. That's a sign of maturity. So I want to encourage you. If that is you, then we need to shift that belief in self and say, God has given you everything you need to do what you're called to do, to serve who you're called to serve. We just got to decide to show up and believe we can do it. Believe we can do it, And I do know this. This I do know for sure. We will never have what we never pursue. And it all begins with belief. Belief in ourselves, belief in our abilities. And that begins with how we're thinking about ourselves and how we're choosing to show up for ourselves. Okay. So someone is saying hello. Hello, my sister Carol, this morning. So glad to see you this morning. Thank you for joining me. So coaches out there, no matter what type of coaching you're doing, whether it's business coaching, health coaching, life coaching, wellness coaching, whatever coaching, grief coaching and counseling, whatever it is, these elements all apply, right? So forgiveness, belief, and then lastly, the last one is, are we giving ourselves permission to live? Are we giving ourselves permission to pursue our dreams? Are you giving yourself permission to pursue your dreams? Or are we looking at what we don't have to help us pursue that dream or those dreams? Giving ourselves permission means carving out time and giving energy to that which we want to have happen. And not just carving out time, but writing that thing down, writing it down and reading it every single day, what you want to have happen. And then transitioning, or I should say, creating space to make it happen. So creating space, what does that look like? That means clearing out the clutter, y'all. Come on now. Can we talk this morning? We got to clear out the clutter because perhaps we don't have room to receive the blessings that are coming. So we've got to assess what's in our sphere. What's holding us back? Are we holding on to unforgiveness? Are we not believing in ourselves? Are we not giving ourselves permission to live? So repeat after me this morning. I give myself permission to live my best life. Pamela, put your name in it. I, Pamela, give myself permission to live my best life. And then it's up to us to determine what that best life looks like. And to understand really our divine purpose on this earth. So once we're in total focus, we don't have time to entertain those negative thoughts that may arise. Like right now, I do want to say to Facebook, if you have received a an invitation from me, I did not send it. I didn't send it. And so that means that there's some unproductive minds out there, y'all. Let's just call it what it is. But I can't give any energy to that. So cancel, y'all. Don't accept any invitations from me because I didn't send them, right? And just think about it. If folks with those type of minds have time to sit and clone people's accounts, what on earth could they do if they used it in a pot and put some force behind that, right? And chose to do something positive with their lives versus clone people's accounts. Now, I just had to get off my chest this morning, but I'm not choosing to think about that. I'll fix it once I'm done with this morning, right? I'll deal with that. But just think about the things that we spend our time thinking about. Think about that. Most of the day, during the day, what do we think on? Right? And I love it. Thank you so much, Carol. She says, assess what's in our sphere. Yes, assess what's in our sphere. What's happening? What needs to be cleaned out so that we can make room for the blessings to come? Okay? And when we make room, that means that we're it's like a garden, right? So we're clearing it out. And then we plant the seed. The seed is the thought. We're planting the seed. But guess what fertilizes that seed? Can I tell you this morning what fertilizes that seed? It's what we believe about that seed that we planted and how we nurture with the thoughts that we think. Right? Thank you for joining this morning. I see on Instagram, Fashion the Mind. Hello there, Oscar Walker. Hello, Peloton 390. I need one of those. I need a Peloton. Yes, thank you for joining in this morning. But that's what it's all about. You got to give yourselves permission to forgive, permission to believe, and permission to live your best life. And again, we will never have what we don't pursue. And in order to pursue it, we got to believe we can have it. So, do you believe that you can have what God has promised you? Do you believe that? So, I'm going to charge you today. I'm going to do a call to action. To coaches out there, do this for yourselves. And also, this will be a great exercise for your clients as well. Write down 25 things that you're grateful for on today. 25. Why 25? Because 25. I just said 25. We need 25 things that we're grateful for because I want you to write down enough to remind yourselves of what you do have. Because that stinking thinking comes from scarcity thinking. And when we write down what we're grateful for, it cancels out scarcity, right? Scarcity cannot exist when we're giving gratitude. It can't exist. And so I want to charge you today. Let's do that. Write down 25 things that we are grateful for. So I thank you for joining me this morning. I want you to forgive yourself, forgive others, believe in yourself, and I want you to live your best life. Why? Because you can. That's why. That's exactly why. So have a happy Valentine's Day. And for those coaches out there who are looking to connect, who are looking to be transformed, who are looking to learn and to grow, I want to invite you to join us for the Coach Mastermind Network. We are in full force. We had our first launch. We had our first session this past Saturday. And if you missed it, you missed it. And I'm so excited. We have so much to do, so many lives to change and transform. And I tell you what, we can't do it sitting down. We can't do it if we don't clear our clutter. We can't do it if we, aren't committed to growing and learning ourselves. And so, what is the campus all about? What is the network all about? I should say, the Coach Mastermind Network. It is designed to give you everything you need to grow your business, everything you need to advance in your business, everything you need to build your business. So I'm looking for women who are new to coaching and have ideas that may be stuck. I am looking for women coaches, life and business coaches. If you need accountability, if you enjoy learning and growing with other powerful women, I want to invite you to join us. And we have a special for February, and that special is 37, just 37 a month. And I want to invite you to join us. We are learning, we're growing, and I am an education junkie, information junkie, and in the network, it's all about execution because to have knowledge and not use it is just knowledge. But to have knowledge and use that knowledge is powerful beyond belief. And so I want to ask that you join me. Join me in the network, join us in the network, and I look forward to seeing you there. I will post the link after I finish this live. But do join us for the Coach Mastermind Network where things are just we're going to explode. You're going to explode in growth. We're going to explode with personal growth, leadership growth, and also as a coach, a more powerful, more effective coach. So I look forward to seeing you there. Y'all make it a great day.